Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. I'm from Group I and my topic is solar thermal. My name is Muhammad Syamil bin Kamarudin and our team is Amirul Hazid, Muhammad Iqbal and Muhammad Zafwan. So this is our content in our slide. So we go to the introduction. Solar thermal encapsulates any technologies that take sunlight and convert it into heat. The heat can be used for three primary purposes: to be converted into electricity, to heat water for use in your home or business, or to heat space within your house.
Policy Energy. For the first Malaysia Energy Transitional Roadmap (NETR 2023), the objective is to aim for renewable energy to provide 31%, which is 13 gigawatts of the national energy needs by 2025, and 40%, 18 gigawatts by 2035. So the key action up to 2025 is to accelerate net energy metering (NEM), which is enhancement of existing NEM program, accelerate NEM approval procedures, promote awareness of NEM, closing development and operational gap, initiate future NEM programs, which is include review NEM tariff, remove capacity limit, include virtual net metering, and lastly, to initiate government rooftop tendering program. So for the key action up to 2035, which is accelerate net energy metering (NEM), NEM program by competitive retailers, continue implementation of government rooftop tendering program, new business model, large-scale adoption of corporate PPAs in line with market reform. So for the National Energy Transition Roadmap (NETR), NETR aims to reinforce this ambition and inform and accelerate RE rollout by affirming two essential targets. For the first target is 70% RE, which is renewable energy installed capacity share by 2050. The second target is no new coal power plant. For the initiative of National Energy Transition Roadmap, the first initiative is to establish solar parks for accelerate deployment of utility-scale solar, and the second initiative is promote floating solar and agrivoltaic technology, and the last initiative is expand virtual aggregation model for rooftop solar. And the next policy is National Energy Policy 2022 to 2024. The key objective of this policy is enhance renewable energy penetration to increase fuel source diversification, enhance domestic energy self-sufficiency and environmental sustainability, enhance commercial viability and competitiveness of alternative energy sources to achieve technical and commercial viability as a foundation for scale-up, build competitive position, and unlock value pools with early mover technology advantage in high potential nascent alternative energy source. For the initiative of National Energy Policy 2022 to 2024 is to conduct target feasibility studies to identify the potential of alternative energy supply source in Malaysia, focusing on high potential energy source such as waste to energy, third generation bioenergy, solar thermal and ocean thermal energy conversion or TEC. Support private sector investment with matching government grants, particularly in early proof of concept as well as deployment and scale-up phase for high-potential alternative energy supply sources. Conduct highly selective study geothermal and wind energy potential in specific high-potential targeted region. For the last policy, which is National Renewable Energy Policy, the policy vision is to achieving 20% renewable energy (RE) capacity mix by 2025. The initiative is to implementing enhanced net energy metering (NEM) and solar leasing, implementing large solar scale program 3 (LSS3), and the third implementing non-solar RE project. Next, establishing renewable energy facilitation programs in Sustainable Energy Development Authority (SEDA) Malaysia, enabling greater access to renewable energy sources. And next, for the current trend in Malaysia, For the solar thermal, current trend in Malaysia is high solar thermal efficiency demonstrated under simulated solar excitation, potential for solar integration in industrial heating and cooling processes, solar thermal technology acceptance among small and medium enterprise SMEs in Malaysia. Potential for large-scale solar power plant in Malaysia, solar thermal system recognized as a significant contributor to achieving sustainable development goals. Next, Malaysia had solar radiation levels and potential for solar energy utilization. And the last trend is economic factor identified as a significant influence on solar thermal installation capacity.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Iqbal and I'm going to explain the issues and challenge regarding the use of solar thermal system. First, I'm going to explain the issues regarding solar thermal. The first issue is regarding the solar thermal is low in efficiency. The average efficiency of solar thermal is only 15% to 20%. This efficiency rating refers to how much available solar energy can be converted into usable heat energy. In other words, 80% to 85% of solar energy turned out as a waste. Moreover, solar thermal has the lowest efficiency compared to other renewable energy sources. For example, hydro energy often achieving efficiency level exceeding 90%, while wind energy has efficiency typically exceeding 40%. This issue may arise from poor system design, aging components, or malfunctions that hinder the system ability to capture and concentrate heat from the sunlight effectively. Next, issues related to the lack of public awareness and acceptance on the renewable energy source. This is because many people doesn't realize the environmental effect of the solar energy, and there are some people have mindset that solar thermal system is expensive and hard to maintain. Hence, educating communities about the benefits of solar thermal system could be a game changer. Public outreach campaigns, educational programs, and transparent communication can contribute to increased awareness and acceptance of solar thermal technology. Lastly, issues related to government support. National government policies are essential to promoting renewable energy in ASEAN countries by determining and prioritizing renewable energy delivery. Countries like Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, and Vietnam have policies in place to encourage the use of renewable energy for heating and cooling technologies. However, there are currently no financial incentive in place to encourage the use of renewable energy source. That is why Malaysia government should provide a financial incentive to industries or households that utilize the solar energy for heating system. Next, I'm going to explain the challenge faced when using the solar thermal. The first challenge is intermittency. Intermittency refers to the fluctuation in solar irradiance caused by factors such as weather conditions, time of the day, and seasonal change. Although solar energy can still be obtained during cloudy day, the efficiency of the system will decrease as the solar thermal system depends on direct sunlight to generate heat. Furthermore, the energy that cannot be produced at night is another significant downside of solar thermal system. To fix this, many researchers have started to build a solar thermal energy storage for later distribution. For example, integrating the solar thermal with phase change material as a latent heat energy storage allows the solar thermal system to be used at night. Second challenge is high initial cost. The installation of solar thermal collector required a lot of money. This is because these costs include the solar collectors, heat storage tanks, auxiliary components, and installation expense. Hence, researchers should also find a solution to reduce the cost of solar thermal system so that people with low income could also use the water heating from the solar thermal at their house. Third challenge is the land used for solar thermal collectors. Solar thermal system often utilize large area for the installation of solar collectors as it has many components to capture and store the heat, which can be challenge for areas with limited available land. The challenge can be overcome by integrating solar thermal components into existing structure, such as rooftops. This approach minimizes the need for additional land and makes the use of underutilized space. Rooftop integration is particularly applicable for residential and commercial water heating systems. Last challenge is the maintenance task. Regular maintenance is required to ensure optimal performance of the solar collectors. Components such as pumps, valve, and heat exchanger must be functioning properly, and failure in any of these components can result in reduced efficiency. Manufacturers often provide maintenance guidelines specifying the steps to conduct the inspection and maintenance work. For example, there should be a manual on how to change the tube if there was a leaking on the tube or connection.
Next, we go to the advantages and disadvantages using the solar thermal. For the first one, we go to advantages using solar thermal. For the first one is renewable. Solar thermal energy is both renewable and sustainable, meaning it will never run out. We can use it for as long as the sun will shine. Secondly, it reduces fossil fuel dependency. Similar to our first advantage is the fact that solar thermal can be reduce our dependency on fossil fuel. This aspect is key in helping to make non-renewable energy sources last longer for future generations to use. Third, solar thermal is environmentally friendly. As with power solar thermal is environmentally friendly. We can use it to heat water without having to burn natural resources. This reduces the level of greenhouse gases that are released into the atmosphere. Fourth, require little space. Domestic solar hot water system require little space, and you will often find them installed on rooftop. This eliminates the need to install solar thermal collector in other areas of your home, such as your garden. For lastly is cheap to run. Usually the installation of solar hot water system can be expensive. They are relatively cheap to run. Usually they do require more maintenance than solar PV. They are still a low maintenance option. Okay, next we go to the advantages using a solar thermal. The first one is installation is expensive. Like a solar panel, the installation of solar hot water system is expensive. Although the technology is still cheaper than solar PV, you are likely to encounter additional expense during installation. This expense may include the flooring, plumbing work, installation of storage tank, and integration of heat exchange system. Secondly, cannot be used during the night. Solar thermal system cannot be used during the night. This is one of the main disadvantages of solar energy technologies. You can, however, store hot water for later use, but this process had its own drawback. The thirdly is hot water cannot be stored for long. Usually hot water can be stored. It needs to be kept up to temperature and ready for use. Domestic hot water system use frequent cycle to keep water at a suitable temperature. The problem with solar thermal system is that they cannot do this during the night. For the fourth, solar thermal is less efficient in winter. It is no secret that there is less solar energy in the winter month during the summer. Usually these advantages apply to both solar power and solar hot water. It is even more important with the latter. For lastly is limited availability of installer. Solar PV technology is much more popular than solar hot water. As a result, there are limited availability of installers proficient in the installation of solar thermal system.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amirul Haziq bin Muhammad Asnawi. I will explain about the statistic and fact figure of solar thermal in Malaysia. So, due to Malaysia's closeness to the equator, solar energy is an attractive alternative to meet its energy needs. The government is encouraging the growth of solar thermal plants by putting regulations into place, offering incentive and utilizing technological developments. According to a study, Malaysia has a high potential for solar energy, with an average solar radiation of 4.8 kilowatt hour per meter square per day, or 1,643 kilowatt hour per meter square annually. The figure above shows the yearly average solar radiation in Peninsular and East-West Malaysia. In Malaysia, solar thermal technology is currently becoming more and more popular. Promoting the use of solar thermal systems in Malaysia is the goal of the Malaysia Energy Efficiency and Solar Thermal Application Project. Furthermore, the Malaysian government has set a goal to incorporate 20% renewable energy into the nation's energy mix by 2025, which includes the use of solar thermal systems. In the upcoming years, this goal should encourage the expansion of Malaysia's solar thermal industry. Next, the figure illustrates the annual average values of solar radiations across different cities in Malaysia. With an annual reception of 1,900 kilowatt hour per meter square, Kota Kinabalu receives about 5.2 hours of sunlight per day at a rate of 1 kilowatt per meter square. This suggests that approximately 5.2 kilowatt hour of energy are produced daily for every square meter of solar panel in this area. With a 1.48 times 0.67 meter solar panel and a 15% efficiency, the estimated daily output comes to a 0.78 kilowatt hour. As a result, a 12-panel residential solar PV system in Kota Kinabalu would produce about 280 kilowatt hour each month. On the other hand, because of differences in solar radiation and regional weather, a comparable panel installed in Kuala Lumpur would only generate a marginally lower monthly output of 232 kilowatt hour, despite being in a relatively similar region. Kota Kinabalu has a stable and dependable solar energy potential due to its comparatively constant sunshine and little seasonal variations. Kota Kinabalu is a promising site for the installation of solar energy systems because of its abundant solar radiation, low cloud cover, and ideal weather, which can meet both residential and commercial needs while making a major contribution to the region's renewable energy landscape. There are several types of solar thermal systems, but the commonly used is the flat plate solar thermal systems and the evacuated tube solar thermal systems. So for the flat plate solar thermal systems, it is made up of a dark colored flat panels with transparent cover. It can be mounted as a standalone units, and it has a lower installation and manufacturing cost, but it has a lower efficiency in the colder climates compared to the evacuated tube solar thermal systems. It is also ideal for heating water for residential users, while on the other hand, for the evacuated tube solar thermal systems, the design is made up of glass tubes arranged in a rows. The evacuated tube is more effective at absorbing solar energy. The Hoover insulation or the vacuum insulation reduces heat loss, which results in higher efficiency. The evacuated tube also work better in a colder climates compared to the flat plate, and it is also capable of producing higher temperature.